TJ, I've been watching your videos for years. It's great to finally meet you in person.
You're a liar. You ain't watched shit. You just fucking searching like, there's one. I just haven't watched him for years. Went through the YouTube phone book one after another. Every name. Finally, I scored one of them. One of them was egotistical enough to want to be interviewed.
And I could say that in person, the other YouTubers that I've met, in person they're a little different. They're a lot more shy. And I thought TJ, because has such a big personality on camera, I thought that you would be much kind of the same, more shy in person. You're like triple.
I'm triple. So I have to. The Amazing Atheist is actually me downplaying my insanity.
I think it is. It really is. It's crazy because the camera, I feel, always magnifies. But yeah, it's interesting.
Maybe in my case it diminishes. It's just not a big enough screen. I should be in movies. I should be in IMAX.
You really should.
Yeah.
So first question I have for you to get things started. You're the Amazing Atheist. And I want to know, do you think humanity will ever grow to a point where they've kind of grown out of religion and it's no longer a big part of our culture and our society?
It kind of depends on how you want to define religion. I mean, I hate to be one of these people that, someone asks a question like, well, we got to define every single term first. But in this case, it is kind of an important distinction because people used to look in the woods and be like, there's the wood spirits and the sky gods and the god in the mountain that makes the lava come down and the god that makes the fucking water get angry and fucking destroys ships. They got a god for everything. And that's traditional religion. And then it was consolidated into one thing like, oh, well, now it's not all these gods. It's just one god who, pulls all the strings, Like more and more people are not attending church, but, they still believe in God. There's lots of people out there that are no longer going to church, no longer identify with any organized religion, but they still believe in God. And, in a way that's good, but in a way it's kind of dangerous because if it just basically means everyone has their own personal I God. It's like, it's my I God says I can do anything. I can kick your baby in the face. It doesn't matter because I'm all right with Jesus or Allah or the great cosmic force that controls everything. It's all just energy and vibrating at different wavelengths. It's like your drunk friend who's like fucking going down the path of alcoholism and you're like, buddy, you gotta really get your shit together. Like, I don't know, man. But that's America, So it's really like a question of like I'm watching humanity like, okay, humanity is drunk on its own stupidity. Will they ever be sober? I don't know. I hope so.
Do you feel the universe is a good, kind place, and what is your feeling?
The universe is not a good, kind place. It's demonstrably not a good, kind place. I mean, first of all, we die. We can talk about how, well, it's a blessing to live at all. Yeah, but it'd be more of a blessing if we lived more and we had, more capabilities. Oh yeah, well, there's 20,000 channels of Kim Kardashian's ass and retarded rednecks who can't speak English, and like every morally depraved person, like every person in the world that you don't want to fucking even be around is now got their own fucking TV show where it's like, yeah, you can't fucking, you whenever something intelligent is on TV, it's like, holy shit, it's a gem. And you just know that all these shitty programs that you flip through, they're on the channels because people are fucking literally sitting down and just watch, like, Honey Boo Boo Marathon, sweetie, come on in here, bring the popcorn.
What do you think the future version of yourself, say 20 years from now, if he was to send back a message to you today, what do you think he might tell you?
No.
No?
I won't answer questions about some hypothetical future in my own life.
You won't?
No.
You said you'd answer anything.
I said you could ask me anything.
That's true. Okay, I'm putting that in the video. Something that brought me to atheism, I mentioned this to you earlier, is how a lot of religious people view the mistreatment of animals and the animals' role in the world. And this is kind of a two-parter. One, what is your opinion on animals in general, and the way that we treat them? And two, what series of events would it take for you to become a vegetarian yourself?
My view on animals is that human beings are animals. I mean, the way we exist is by exploiting other life forms, and that's how other life forms make their existence. I mean, animals exploit plants, other animals exploit, other animals.
Wrong with it, basically.
Human beings are just another animal. Well, I mean, when you're a human being, a lion is never like, why did I really have to kill this gazelle? When the lion doesn't have any sort of moral difficulty with that. Human beings, we can develop systems of ethics where we can say, oh well, I feel empathy and sympathy for this pig that's being slaughtered. So I'm gonna take some sort of action to that effect. Like, I'm not gonna eat pork products because I feel like that's unethical to slaughter other living creatures who, are not exactly on our level cognitively, but they're still highly evolved organisms. How do you really escape the paradigm of nature that you were built into? I personally eat meat because I like it. And, maybe one day some future generation will look back and be like, that fucking piece of shit ate meat, so fuck him. And all those fucking because, every generation looks back at the previous generations like, what a bunch of fucking savages who didn't understand what the fuck they were doing. So maybe meat will be that issue. But, I'm gonna exploit it while it's still considered moral by most people. But, as for what it would take for me to become a vegetarian, I guess that I'd do it if it was for medical reasons. I can't see myself doing it because I have some sort of moral epiphany